Bum, 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 da, da, da. Bum. I don't know why I'm doing the Bowser theme, everybody. Hey, it's fucking Sunday, which means another fucking Sundays with Napalm, where I, Napalm, fucking struggle to fill an hour with just absolute fucking just mind scraps and ramblings and inanity. So, fucking busy week. Oh, yeah, also, I just realized I started a minute. I guess we should wait. Okay, now it's 4 o'clock. Now it's time. Now it's time to start loosen them ties. Kick off them Sunday shoes. Foot loose. Woohoo. Ducktales. I don't know how the fucking Footloose song goes, folks. I didn't watch that fucking movie. Don't judge me. Like I didn't fucking watch Footloose. Like I didn't. Like dude, that's just a thing that happened or didn't happen because I've never watched Footloose. I never will watch Footloose. That's the stand I'm taking. It's the hill I'm motherfucking dying on. Like that dancing should be banned. There we go. I like, it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna fucking stand by it. Dancing should be fucking banned because you know what dancing basically is? It's kung fu in a way when you think about it. That's what that Brazilian dancing stuff is. Like the slaves hid martial arts and dance. So, like, do you want a bunch of fucking ISIS fighters who know the goddamn waltz? Them terrorizing our fucking communities? I ban dancing. I went off on a really weird fucking rant. You know what? Fuck it. I gotta fill a fucking hour. I might as well rant about goddamn Footloose. But, that's not what we do here at the top of the show. We fucking go down memory lane and fucking look at the videos I made this week. Not much to do this week because Donald Trump was off fucking blinding the rest of the world with his fucking mere existence. So I had a fucking reprieve this week for making a video about that dumb motherfucker. It felt fucking terrific. I almost fucking forgot he was our fucking president. Not joking. I seriously did because he wasn't here blighting us with his fucking continuous existence. So I talked about Samurai Jack, did the Samurai Jack review because I spent most of the fucking last Sundays with Napalm fucking just gushing over it and sucking Gendy Tarnovsky's fucking dick. Like, but you know what? It's a well-deserved dick suck because I fucking love Samurai Jack, and the more I think about it, the more the ending was appropriate. And anybody who fucking bitches and moans is like, "That's too sad of an ending for a TV show." Fuck you. Like Gurren and Lagann ended the same fucking way, and that's a fucking show in a universe where fucking goddamn optimism powers giant fucking robots. Like, if any show shouldn't have had a sad fucking ending, it was Gurren and Lagann. But like, guess what? Here we are. We're in this universe. Don't know. So we did that. I'm just dancing around the fucking around the big fish. I did fucking Sargon versus Thunderfoot battle the disingenuous pricks. I almost didn't want to do that video. I really don't want to fucking get into the drama stuff again, even though it does get views and it's good for the fucking building up a channel. But at the same time, I like lift the veil on the Edible Napalm fucking branded channels here for a second. Show you how the sausage is made, how the madness, like, that is my mind, how I try to contain it into video form. I try to segment off my audience, right? Like, I understand not everybody is gonna watch every fucking video I do. Like, not everybody's going to watch the Pokemon Nuzlocke, even though I throw them out every day because that is an easy thing to do because I can beat fucking Pokemon Fire Red in like 2.5 fucking days if I just sit down and do nothing but play Pokemon Fire Red. Like, that's an easy set of videos to get done in order to have a video every day. So, right now how I sees it, like my audience is probably split into 4 groups. You have the people who like the video gamey stuff and the nerd stuff. You have the people who just like the fucking just the inane fucking ramblings, and you have people who like the more political shit with me. And then the 4th group is like the people who like either 2 or more of the various things I do. Second, a notification popped up. Like it fucking distracted me. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. Bad. You think being on YouTube this long, I would know better than to be distracted by a notification? But fuck it. Like here I am. Like this is me. Also, I'm typing in tags because I will fucking forget these. Thunder. What fucking asshole idiot. Like, one, Thunderfoot. One, really. Like, let's. I know I fucking bitched about this for like 40 fucking goddamn minutes in that video, but I want to bitch about it some fucking more here. Thunderfoot really lost any fucking goddamn right to be a fucking like a moral authority on fucking anything a long fucking time ago. I would say when he started making fucking videos, he lost the right to be a moral authority because he's always been a disingenuous prick. He's always fucking edited videos to make people look fucking bad. See no fucking like no further proof. Look at the Ray Comfort fucking debate. Look at how it was presented on his channel versus how it actually fucking went down when Ray Comfort fucking goddamn took his dick out and slapped Thunderfoot in the face with it. Like, fuck. Like, Thunderfoot has never been like this pillar of moral integrity, in my opinion. Like, if anything, Thunderfoot could have been useful back in the day because, like, when the VoteBot shit was happening, like, Thunderfoot was, like, one of the big users who was actually, like, you know what, I'm going to try to use my bigness to, like, maybe try to do something with YouTube, maybe see if I can, but, like, nothing ever came out of that because YouTube doesn't fucking give a shit about this. Like, well, the people who actively run YouTube, they probably give a shit. They don't want the fucking site to be a complete fucking utter goddamn pigsty fucking mess. But Google, the ultimate fucking people who fucking goddamn cut the fucking checks for YouTube, they don't give a shit. Like, that's basically been Google's whole entire thing with any fucking project they ever fucking do, with maybe the exception of fucking like fucking the self-driving car shit. Like, Google really likes the self-driving car shit. Like that seems to be the one consistent thing that they can fucking do is the self-driving car shit. But like everything else, like Google Glass, Maker Studios. To be fair, Maker Studios was sold off to fucking Disney, so like ultimately, it's Disney who was the ultimate fucking like the killer of Maker Studios. I never talked about that shit, like that whole PewDiePie fucking like Maker Studio, like all of that shit, because there's a lot of just shit fucking takes all around there, like fucking like the whole like people trying to turn fucking PewDiePie into a free speech martyr, where it's like, no, like this isn't fucking goddamn because of what he said. Disney was going to shut down Maker Studios either fucking way, regardless if that fucking shit that PewDiePie fucking accidentally bumbled his fucking way into. Like, if that didn't happen, it wouldn't have mattered. Disney was going to fire fucking PewDiePie anyways, because fucking Maker Studio wasn't making them the fucking money, and it wasn't giving them like the crossover fucking star appeal or whatever. Like, whatever reason Disney bought Maker Studio, it wasn't fucking doing that. So Disney was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, shut this shit down. All of it. Everything goes. Like the PewDiePie shit, that just made it easier to fire PewDiePie. That's all that ended up doing. There was probably people who are like, "Hey, maybe we should keep like PewDiePie around. Maybe he could do something." Like, I don't know. But no, like fucking Disney was like, he did that stuff. He did the juice stuff. Like, let's back off on this. Let's go. This isn't good. Sorry, I was lighting a cigarette. Disney. Put it, and also writing down tags so I don't fucking forget them. Let me look at the comments. There's been some comments. Dancing is forbidden. You know, like in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, whenever Shake said dancing is forbidden, I always I never heard that for the longest time until like I think I read it on like a Wikipedia article or something. That's what Master Shake says during the credits. I always thought he said like Manson is bedridden, and I was like, is that a jab at Marilyn Manson or something? Like, what the fuck? Footloose, kick off the Sunday shoes, please, Louise. Pull me off of my knees. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Dancing is a martial arts without power now. Yeah, basically, that's what dancing is. Dancing is martial arts, but like you're not. It's like Tai Chi. Dancing is basically Tai Chi. Like we should also ban Tai Chi. Like a bunch of elderly ISIS people knowing Tai Chi, like that could be dangerous. We need to do like think of the children. Think of the children. What else happened? Oh yeah, Roger Moore died. That happened. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I was never a big fan of Roger Moore's James Bond. I'll be honest. I'm a hipster. When it comes to James Bond. I like fucking Timothy Dalton and fucking the other guy. Fucking fuck. What's the guy's name from fucking of Her Majesty's Secret Service? Lazenby. Lazenby. I like Lazenby partially because of Her Majesty's Secret Service is my favorite Bond movie because of just how fucking human Bond is in it. He's not basically a fucking British Terminator who's immune to fucking human emotions and human pains. Like Bond is a very weak, relatable character from of Her Majesty's Secret Service. And the Timothy Dalton era, Timothy Dalton was just fucking insane. Like I can honestly get people not liking the Timothy Dalton shit, but at the same time, I'm like, Timothy Dalton Bond is fucking great. It's just fucking madness and insanity. I'm sorry, taking a sip of soda. It's like the Timothy Dalton shit is basically like it's basically a fucking parody of James Bond like in that era, and I love it. Yeah, George Lazenby. I was gonna say Peter Lazenby for some reason, but like, yeah, George Lazenby. It's a real shame that his fucking goddamn manager was stupid, and he was like, yeah, like nobody's gonna care about this spy shit anymore. Like James Bond's done. Like you don't want to get involved in this. I'll be honest, Zen. I've watched a lot of James Bond movies, and like you ain't missing much. Like a lot of them, like they're not like a lot of them aren't bad movies. Like there fucking are some bad movies. Like especially like the later Roger Moore, the later Sean Connery era. Like fuck, does it get fucking oh god, like what was the movie where fucking Sean Connery was like had fucking yellow face on, and it was just like we're having fucking goddamn like James Bond go undercover in China. Let's just fucking make his eyes all slinty and fucking yellow up his face a bit. should have at least had one more. And like the Bond people wanted George back, but like George listened to his fucking manager. And you know, hindsight's fucking 2020. I can see where his manager was coming from. Like Vietnam was going really fucking south really fucking fast. So like people, like there was just a general like malaise in the culture at the time where it's like, you know what, I don't see how James Bond can fit into this. Like, yeah, Sean, that's the weird thing, Zen. That's the weird thing. Like, if before Roger Moore died, you were like, Matt, one of the James Bonds is going to die this week. Who is it going to be? I would have fucking said Sean Connery, because the reason you don't see Sean Connery anymore isn't fucking League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, despite popular belief, because he actually did a couple of movies. He actually did like one or two movies after League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. No, the reason we haven't seen Connery around is Connery has severe dementia. It's like with poor Tim Curry too. Like that's the reason we don't see Tim Curry around anymore doing things, because like he's got severe fucking dementia or Alzheimer's. So like that's what's happened to fucking Sean Connery. Like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, everybody, but yeah, Sean Connery's in Scotland somewhere in a castle, like in a kilt, shit in his fucking kilt. I was gonna say shit in his pants, but he ain't wearing pants, he's wearing a fucking kilt. But yeah, like, yeah, fucking age. It will fucking catch up to you. It doesn't matter if you were fucking James Bond or the fucking Prince of Darkness himself. Like, when your brain starts to fucking die slowly, it's just like, well, you had a good run. You were James Bond, Sean Connery, and Tim Curry. You're one of the most delightful fucking actors we have ever fucking been graced by. So like, they had good careers, they had a good run, but man, it sucks that the last years of their life is just going to be nothing but terror and confusion. It's really sad. Now I've depressed my fucking self. What's some happier news? Oh, Red Dead Redemption's been delayed. You might be like, hey, Matt, that's not happy news. Like, that sounds bad news. Well, no, here's why. Red Dead Redemption 1 is fucking, it might be my favorite game of all time. It legitimately might fucking, it's definitely my favorite fucking sandbox game of all time. Like, it is my yardstick for sandbox games. Like, that's why I hated fucking Skyrim so much. Like, when I played it for the first time, like, walking in between towns in Skyrim is just so dead and lifeless. But in Red Dead Redemption, there's fucking people going between towns. There's people on horseback. There's people out in the woods fucking hunting. There's bandits. There's all kinds of fucking shit. And like, Red Dead Redemption is just a fucking masterpiece. So fucking much. And like, I have huge expectations for Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to have huge expectations for Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 was probably my favorite fucking game of all time. Like, I would rather Rockstar take their fucking time and make it right. Like, I haven't seen the trailer for Far Cry 5 yet, mainly because I'm like, I'll be honest, I've never been the biggest fan of Ubisoft games because they all feel like the same fucking game. But I am intrigued that you get to kill fucking white fucking cult racist fuckers, because Mafia 3 made me realize, like, we need more fucking games where you kill Klansmen. Like, Klansmen are an under-fucking utilized enemy type in video games. Like Mafia 3 overall is just okay. to mediocre, but like, goddamn, is it fucking fun rolling up on some fucking Klans members, walking out of your fucking car, and just hitting them with a fucking Molotov cocktail? It's the best fucking thing ever. It's just, I just love it. I love it. So I'm like, yes, I want more games where I get to kill Klansmen. I think my big problem with Mafia 3 is the like my and again, it's going to go back to another game that's a yardstick for me, the Godfather game. Like I measure all like mob related games up to the Godfather game because in my opinion, the Godfather game is the best fucking licensed game ever made. Like if you've never played the Godfather video game, like it's so much fucking fun. But yeah, like you can do so much fucking shit with the Klansmen in fucking Mafia 3. It's fucking great. And I'm like, I want to kill more Klansmen in video games. I want that. And not just fucking guys who are inspired by the Ku Klux Klan either. Oh, 420, sparking up. Cigarette. Ah, now we are in flavor country. Yeah, like I said, Mafia 3 isn't a bad game. It's more just kind of like it's the big problem with Mafia 3, the big problem with Mafia 3, and it's the same problem with a lot of open world sandbox games now. It just kind of feels like every other fucking game. Like that's kind of the big problem with Mafia 3 and a lot of things. Like I think the two best games right now that have like kind of shaken that are in the sandbox genre are probably Breath of the Wild and fucking um, event. Fuck, Horizon Zero Dawn. I can never fucking remember Horizon Zero Dawn's name. They should have just called it Zero Dawn. They should just called it Zero Dawn. Why is Horizon fucking in the title? But yeah, like sandbox games have kind of gotten to the point where like platformers were at in like the Super Nintendo era or RPGs were at like the late PlayStation, early PlayStation 2 era where everybody is just like, this is the game that's popular. This is what people like. Let's just keep fucking churning this shit out. And like Horizon has a lot of problems and stuff, but I think the big thing I liked most about Horizon is it wasn't needlessly big. Like that's the big problem with a lot of the like that was my big problem with fucking Far Cry Primal, like because my nephew bought it and I played a little bit of it. Like I just hate how fucking just gigantic that fucking world is, and I'm just like I don't know where to go, and there's nothing fucking to do around me. What the fuck do I do? Yeah, I want to get the I keep forgetting to get the JoJo game. That was one of the games I bought the fucking PlayStation 4 for. Was like that badass fucking JoJo fighting game, and then like I got distracted by fucking Bloodborne, another game which I will just like suck the fucking dick of anytime I can get because Bloodborne is fucking brilliant and amazing, and like I feel bad for fucking Doom 2016 and Stardew Valley because if it wasn't for fucking Bloodborne, if it wasn't for fucking Bloodborne, like that, like those two would have definitely been my favorite games from last year. But nope, Bloodborne. Also, rumor is, and these are rumors. Rumors is that From Software is going to announce Bloodborne 2 at E3 this year. Which I'm like, fuck the fuck yes. I would fucking love a new Blood, because apparently From Software does have a 3 exclusive game deal with Sony. Not not to make 3 Bloodborns necessarily, but just in general, From Software has to make 3 exclusive games for Sony. Bloodborne was one of them. Yeah, I don't own too many PlayStation 4 games either. I think right now the ones I've bought, I think I've only bought 2. Like every other game, every other PlayStation 4 game, like my nephews bought. I've only bought fucking Bloodborne and Dragon Quest Monster, not Dragon Quest Monsters, Dragon Quest Builder. I don't know what they're going to do for the second Bloodborne though. Like that's kind of the big, that's like the big kind of lingering fart in the elevator that is Bloodborne's potential franchise, where it's like, you guys really did, they did everything that really they could have done with the Cthulhu mythos. Like they did everything they really could have in Bloodborne 1, and shit, like I don't know how they could like continue that fucking story. Really, it's not like it's not like fucking, because see, that's the thing, that's one of the big differences about Bloodborne, more so than Dark Souls, and a lot of people don't talk about it, is Bloodborne is a lot more clear on its story. Like, yeah, it doesn't outright tell you things like fucking like Dark Souls does. It still does that, but at the same time, like, it doesn't have like the same level of like the unreliable narrator, because most of the people are just like, yeah, we fucked up and this is how we fucked up. Like, sorry, it's taking a sip of soda. Also, too, the story of Bloodborne probably takes place over the span of like a few, like maybe 100 years from like the start of the whole fucking shenanigans to where your character comes in. Probably even less than 100 years. To be completely honest, it could be like 50. I would say maybe pick up a PlayStation 4. Another rumor for fucking Sony is going to be like they're going to announce yet another PlayStation 4 variant, because Sony and Microsoft are just like, we're not going to compete against each other anymore. We're going to compete against fucking PCs. Which I'm like, that's dumb. That's fucking dumb. Like I can't fucking sugarcoat it any, really. It's like, that's dumb. Like, I kind of get it, like, because consoles have kind of really reached their fucking peak in terms of like just existence. Like, that's why I think Nintendo's plan is a lot smarter, where they're like, hey, instead of just doing another home console, how about we combine like the home console with the handheld, which people, people still like having like, that's the one thing people still actually do like having in terms of like a dedicated gaming system, is handhelds. And yeah, like mobile, like, yeah, you could do mobile gaming on phones and on tablets and all that stuff. But like, let's be completely honest here. Controls on a lot of tablet games are fucking shit, and the games you can put out for tablets and phones are fucking are limited because of that fact. Like, but with a Switch, with a DS, with a 3DS, you actually have fucking, you actually have control. So, you could do more expansive types of games on those systems, and they're still portable, they're still bite-sized, but they have a greater level of depth that any phone. And I know, like, there's a lot of good phone games out now. Like, phone games have come a long way, but there's still like a level of fucking of what you can do there, because you don't have like a really good responsive control mechanism set up with tablets. But yeah, home consoles are like just doing dedicated home consoles is fucking just like that. That's legitimately probably on its fucking last leg. Like and like Sony probably knows this and Microsoft probably knows this. That's probably why they're also like, hey, let's maybe tie in fucking VR to our game consoles, because that's another reason people might buy a game console, because yeah, maybe their computer might not be strong enough to do VR, but we can sell them a fucking PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One that is powerful enough to do VR. Well, I constantly forget that the Steam box is out there. I mean, in theory, the Steam box is good, but like the big problem with like a modular console is just like if like it's you're not going to get casual people, right? You're not going to get like casual people in with modular consoles, because they're just going to be like, this is too much fucking goddamn hassle. That's one of the big reasons like fucking like fucking, you know, I fucking had an idea and it just died in my head. It died in my arms. It's so fucking sad. But like that again, that was like Nintendo's whole point with the whole like their fucking modus operandi behind the Wii is like, okay, games have kind of set up some barriers now. Like it's not as simple as just plugging in the game and then just cutting it on and you're immediately playing the game. There's steps here now. Let's try to ease people into like this new world of console gaming, and what, like, you know, let's try to appease the hardcore audience and let's try to appease the casual audience too. And you know, whether that fucking strategy succeeded or not, I personally would say it kind of is half and half. But like I don't like, and again, with modular consoles, going on to the hardcore gamer side, like a hardcore gamer, I just see them as being like, look, if I'm going to buy something that's modular, I'm just going to buy a fucking computer and upgrade my computer, or I'm just going to buy a bunch of fucking I'm just going to buy a bunch of fucking like a motherboard and sound card and video card and all that shit and just build my own PC. Because like building PCs is like, that's the other thing too. Like modular consoles would have probably been really good in like the early 2000s, when like it wasn't as easy to build a fucking computer as it is now. Like I know it was like I actually did fucking like like I'm not like a real computer whiz when it comes to like programming and shit, but I did know how to fucking build computers and shit. I was part of like that class in fucking, I forget what it was. I think we just called it Hornet Technologies, because it was also a side business for the school. So like the school could make money off of like their students, off of their unpaid student labor fixing fucking people's computers. But like yeah, there are a lot of fucking like fucking hubbublub like building a fucking computer, but it was more like shit, like fucking like knowing like, okay, this processor can't go into this fucking motherboard because this motherboard doesn't have like enough hertz or fucking something. But yeah, like most hardware now, like Belgian Dan said, most hardware now is plug and play. Like you don't really need to know fucking like specific specific recommendations anymore and shit like that, because everything's more standardized now, because there's not as many fucking companies doing this shit, because most of them died off during the tech bubble. Also, back in the 2000s, people thought it was a good idea to have fucking just completely integrated motherboards. Looking at you fucking e-machines, you fucking pieces of shit. God, I hated e, like that was my first fucking actual real computer, was an e-machine. And like I think after a month, every time we cut it on, you could just smell like really hot silicon. Like it wasn't a burning rubber smell. It was more like it's a really weird distinctive smell. What it was like, it was just weird. Fucking E-Machine, fucking garbage. You know what's funny? E-Machines actually got contracted out to build supercomputers for various universities. So think about that one. Like a couple of universities actually have E-Machine supercomputers. Yeah, it's kind of like burning hair, but it's like more artificial. It's like I'd say burning hair mixed with the smell of like new electronics. But you know what? That computer, like, it did what it had to do. It got us Kazaa. It fucking, you know, it let me play games over a fucking dial-up modem. God, that was, like, that's probably why I fucking hate multiplayer, because like my first experience at multiplaying a game was with people playing Age of Empires 2 over a dial-up modem, and it's just like, this is fucking garbage. Like massive multiplayer online games will never work. Mark my words, it will never work. I kind of miss the sound, like the. I kind of miss that sound. I kind of miss those days too a little bit. I like I don't miss the fucking slowness because of the shit technology. Like, that's something I don't miss. I don't miss the fucking shit technology. What I do miss is just kind of the wonder and majesty of the early internet. You know what? I think the first website I ever visited was Neopets. I'm pretty, yeah, yeah. I think it was neat. No, no, wait. My first website was on a school, like, and this is why I didn't use the internet for like 3 years. Like, we had Netscape on our school computers, and we had to do a fucking project in one class where we had to look up stuff on the internet. We basically we were given the we were basically given free reign to write up a report for whatever we wanted to do, but we had to use the internet to source the information. So I tried to get on Netscape for like fucking, didn't work. And so finally, I just did a fucking report on Spider-Man because I knew a lot about Spider-Man, and I just made up a bunch of fucking dumb websites. So like and the teacher never checked. I got like a B plus on that fucking. Oh fucking yeah, Newgrounds. God, I remember when Newgrounds actually still actively promoted the adult section. God, I loved Newgrounds. That was like my first YouTube. Fucking that, like, I found so many great things that, like, fucking Sexual Lobster and his great animations. Ed's World. Too bad that guy died. Now I'm sad. Fucking yeah, like fucking Newgrounds is like, you know what, Newgrounds is still actually great. I mean, it's better. Like, Newgrounds has actually had a kind of resurgence lately because, you know, YouTube isn't. I mean, to be fair, YouTube hasn't been good for animators for like 3 fucking years now. So a lot of animators went back to Newgrounds because you can get better fucking goddamn like ad share fucking deals with Newgrounds than you can with YouTube now. So yeah, like fucking. So that's my first internet story. Is I had to try to use Netscape, and it was shit. And again, it was like me playing Age of Empires 2, or was it Age of Empires 2 that had the online, or maybe it was 3. Yeah, YouTube, like, although at the same time, though, now, like, you do have more, like, Patreon is a lot more widely accepted. Like, people aren't just gonna immediately call you an e-beggar for fucking doing Patreon now, like back in the old days. But then again, a lot of that had to do with fucking just outright scam artists and scumbags. People like Brett Keane, like, for example. But yeah, yeah, YouTube is like, and I get it. I get how, like, the ad revenue shit can hurt a lot of the channels, but at the same time, I'm like, look, if you were honestly fucking smart about, like, YouTube, like, you wouldn't have fucking put all of your fucking eggs in the ad revenue basket in the fucking first place. You would have been trying to fucking diversify your fucking revenue sources. You would have been trying to do fucking Patreon. You would have been trying to do fucking sponsor videos, like with Audible and loot crates and fucking all that kind of shit, like the razor blades everybody fucking talks about. Like, there are ways that fucking smart people could have avoided the adpocalypse on YouTube, but they kind of, like, it turns out, like, a lot of people are on YouTube for a fucking reason. They don't have the business sense to actually be in entertainment, so they couldn't fucking adapt. Like, look at the wrestling channels, like that fucking, like, the new YouTube fucking shit is basically, like, gutted the wrestling community on fucking YouTube. And that was, like, that was, like, one of the real thriving fucking, like, secrets of YouTube, where it's like, hey, you want to get big on YouTube relatively quickly, you want to get to a modicum of success on YouTube, just fucking talk about wrestling. Like, you can easily get, like, when we were doing Total fucking D-Bags, we were doing the live streams, we'd easily get, like, fucking 10,000 views every fucking live stream. Like, it was insane. Like, because people are just like, because wrestling fans, like, like, they just like hearing other wrestling fans talk about wrestling. It's probably, I think the reason wrestling fans love hearing other wrestling fans talk about wrestling is because, like general society looks down so much on wrestling, where people are like, oh, it's fake, right? Yeah, I know it's fake. You want to know what else is fake? Fucking the Avengers, but you still liked that shit, didn't you, you fucking credit? Fuck off. Let me enjoy my fucking entertainment. It makes me not think about the fact that I'm gonna fucking die alone one day. Like, just like, I hate fucking people who are just like, wrestling's fake. And 90% of the fucking entertainment we take in is fucking fake. Game of Thrones is fucking fake, motherfuckers. Guess what? The Red Wedding, nobody actually fucking died, but I bet you cried your fucking eyes out when it happened anyways. Fucking drama, you cretin. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting so, like, why I'm getting so mad at this fucking fake person I've conjured in my mind? Because I've had this fucking argument so many fucking times with people when I'm like, yeah, I like wrestling. It's like, oh, wrestling's fake. It's just like, fuck off with that. Do you only watch the fucking news then? Like, do you only read non-fiction books? Like, what the fuck? Just leave me alone. Let me watch my wrestling. Let me watch my wrestling. Hey, maybe Zen. It's kind of shit right now. Like, well, it's wrestling's complicated right now. Like, that's all I can really, like, say without going into, like, a huge hour-long fucking spiel about it. But like WWE is just, like, they're being WWE, fucking being like, hey fans, you want this thing? Yeah, we want that thing. Well, you're not gonna get that thing. Instead, we're gonna give you Roman Reigns. Fuck you. We don't like Roman Reigns. Nobody likes Roman fucking Reigns, WWE. Stop it. And then like fucking in TNA, Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call that shit might as well be fucking dead because like it's just garbage. It's even fucking worse now because they brought back Jeff fucking Jarrett. It's like really we're gonna bring back this fucking failure? Like and people wonder why wrestling fucking isn't as financially fucking as viable as it was in the fucking late 90s. You know, forgetting the fact that like, you know, internet wasn't as big, like streaming media wasn't as big. You only had like cable television. There was only a limited number of things to fucking watch. But like fucking they just keep bringing back the same fucking goddamn failures and expecting fucking shit to be different. Yeah, the Trump shit is fucking. Yeah, that was fucking goddamn. I hated it. I just like and like I come off sometimes as like an old school kind of like, you know, good old fashioned wrestling. There shouldn't be like people jumping over to the top rope. I'm not that kind of person. I'm like, look, I understand that wrestling is completely different now because you can't really have kayfabe as it was back in the day. But at the same time, like yes, it's all fucking fake, but perception fucking matters. Perception fucking matters in wrestling. Just like any form of fucking storytelling. If like you build up fucking like a character like Doctor Doom, right? You build up a character like Doctor Doom. He's this ultimate fucking badass, but he fucking gets like punched by a little girl and gets knocked out and then it's done. Like, how am I supposed to react to that character in the future? Just react to that character in the future. He's supposed to be this fucking badass, but an 8-year-old girl fucking punched him out. It's just like oh god, I could go on a fucking whole spiel about fucking Bray Wyatt and that shit. I kind of want to save that for an actual video though, because like if there's one fucking guy, if there's one guy who is severely fucking misbooked, it is fucking poor Bray Wyatt. And you know what? I don't even like fucking Bray Wyatt's gimmick anymore. I hate him, to be completely fucking honest. But at the same time, I'm like, you just basically destroyed his fucking career. Like you've basically spent 3 fucking years having Bray Wyatt lose every single major feud he has ever been a part of, except for fucking 2. The one with fucking Dean Ambrose and the one with fucking Ryback. Like, take Bray Wyatt seriously as a threat to anybody. He's not a threat. He's a fucking joke. It's just like, and again, I know I'm getting worked over this, and somebody is like probably gonna come along. Fucking wrestling's fake. I know it's fake, but again, perception fucking matters. You don't build up a fucking person who's supposed to be big, scary fucking villain and have him fucking lose all the fucking time. Even in fucking comic books, they have Lex Luthor fucking at least sit on top of a pile of fucking money before fucking goddamn Superman comes and throws him in fucking jail. Like, at least Lex Luthor gets fucking victories here and there. Like, Bray Wyatt as a fucking character is written worse than a comic book supervillain. The fucking Marvel villains from the fucking movies are more credible fucking threats than Bray Wyatt is as a character. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, ugh. Just like, ugh. Why do you do this, WWE? Why do you build up? Why do you spend the man hours, the time, the money, the effort into training somebody like Bray Wyatt up, getting them on the main roster, and then just fucking basically turning their goddamn entire career into a giant stinking fucking just shit smear? You can get the shit with Cesaro. Like, I love fucking Cesaro. He's one of my favorite fucking current fucking wrestlers on the WWE roster. I I get why Cesaro gets the short end of the stick because he was not made by WWE. Cesaro had a successful career outside of WWE. Also, Cesaro doesn't fucking mince words. He'll fucking say like WWE is doing dumb fucking things, get punished for it. Even though like fucking Roman Reigns fails fucking goddamn 2 fucking goddamn wellness violations and a rumored fucking 3rd wellness violation, which should be fucking goddamn grounds for fucking termination under WWE's fucking wellness policy. But oh no, Roman Reigns is the fucking pet project of Vince McMahon. We can't fucking have him be held accountable by the fucking rules. I am getting really, I might need to do fucking wrestling videos again because I have a lot of fucking just anger and hate about this. Yeah, Randy Orton's failed a fucking bunch too. It's just like the wellness fucking policy is a fucking joke. It's just fucking ugh. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, Brock Lesnar failed a UFC fucking drug test, yet next fucking month he was on the WWE pay-per-view. And WWE is like, well, he didn't fail our fucking drug test. Yeah, but he failed the fucking UFC one. Like, you see the problem here, WWE? Like, you see the fucking problem here. Like, if Brock Lesnar was like, if say WWE wasn't in this, Brock Lesnar was like, they had MMA in the Olympics. Let's say they had MMA in the Olympics. Brock Lesnar was part of the American team, and UFC busted him for a drug violation. Guess what would fucking happen? He would get fucking kicked off of the US team. If it was fucking Bellator, he would have been kicked out of fucking Bellator. To be fair, like somebody who's wrestling in UFC wouldn't be wrestling probably at the same time in Bellator anyways, but like anybody else would have been like, Brock Lesnar failed a fucking UFC drug test, so either A, fucking our drug test is fucking shit, or B, somebody was fucking covering for fucking Brock Lesnar. Hint, hint, Vince McMahon. Hint, 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 hint. Is he the? I think. No, Jinder Mahal's the champion on one of them because they did the brand split again, and I just like I stopped fucking watching regularly. I've been keeping up with the fucking pay-per-views. I stopped watching because Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, like Mrs. Foley's baby boy. He is my all-time favorite fucking wrestler. Like I love Mick Foley, partially due to the fact like he's probably like next to The Rock, next to Dwayne Johnson. Mick Foley is probably the only likable ever be in the wrestling industry. Because like, and I don't want to throw shit. Like I have a lot of favorite wrestlers, but like let's be honest. A lot of wrestlers have a lot of skeletons in their fucking closet. Ric Flair's a fucking rapist, basically. Fucking like Jerry the King Lawler was an almost convicted fucking rapist. Stone Cold Steve Austin beat his fucking wife. Chris Benoit murdered his wife and child and then killed himself. Fucking like you throw a fucking rock, you'll hit some shady fucking shit in a wrestler's fucking past. But like Mick Foley and Dwayne Johnson, like they just seem to be actual fucking really, really good, genuinely nice people. And WWE made me fucking revile seeing him. Like when Mick Foley was the general manager of fucking Raw, I hated it. I hated it. It was like that lady from fucking Clue. Like flames, hot breath to side of my face, hate. Snuka. Snuka murdered his fucking girlfriend, and the main reason he didn't go to fucking jail is because allegedly Vince McMahon paid off a fucking sheriff. Yeah, that's a fun fucking story. Vince McMahon better be happy Jimmy Snuka died when he fucking did, or, you know, some things that Vince probably would never want to come out would probably have came out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do wrestling videos again. I might do like some predictions for like the pay-per-views. Not gonna do the live streams of the fucking events anymore because like Jesus Christ, there's like fucking 20 hours of fucking wrestling a week. Yeah, Macho Man had sex with a 14-year-old Stephanie McMahon, or 16. I think maybe six. It's 14 to 16, somewhere in that age range. Yeah, like so. Yeah, Macho Man. Like Macho Man might be like again. He might be one of my all-time favorite fucking wrestlers, but again, like he's a statutory rapist. He took advantage of a young girl. And again, that's why, like Macho Man, like it's kind of like, will he ever go into the Hall of Fame? He probably will. Like, did he? I can't remember. Oh God, you know who I feel so fucking bad for too? Because you know what? There's other people who are generally good people, like Vader, Big Van Vader. Fucking, he's basically gonna die soon. So like if you like people might remember Vader from the early 90s. He kind of had like a mankind mask. It was red. He was really big and he could do fucking moonsaults and shit. He was probably one of the most athletic big fuckers in wrestling. Like Big Van Vader could fucking just fucking get across the fucking ring. It was amazing watching him. But yeah, like he's dying because his heart is basically like his heart's just given out. It's just because he was like not only was he a wrestler, but he was also a football player. And I think he was also in the fucking army at some point too. But yeah, like I feel so bad for fucking Big Van Vader because like he's just gonna die. And like I was so fucking pissed at WWE this year for not putting him into the fucking Hall of Fame because I'm like, WWE, seriously, like put Vader in the fucking Hall of Fame. Like, come the fuck on. Like, don't let it be a posthumous fucking kind of thing. Like the man is fucking dying. He's in enough health where he could accept the fucking award. Like, just give him the fucking Hall of Fame entrance while he's fucking alive. Don't make this extra layers of fucking sad and do it after he fucking dies because then we're gonna fucking resent you because it's like you motherfuckers could have put him in when he was fucking alive, but no, you decide to put in Michael fucking Hayes. Yeah, China said, like, I've always said it with China, it's not the porn. Like, that reason Triple H gave, I think it was on Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, like before she died, like that, or it might have been after she died. I can't remember, but like that was always bullshit because it's like you know how many fucking like female wrestlers in the Hall of Fame that have done porn, like fucking a good 75% of them. Like that's fucking nothing. Like the porn's not it. My theory with fucking China, and it's the same theory I have with Scott Steiner, and why we will never see Scott Steiner go into the Hall of Fame while he's alive, is Triple H and by extension the WWE would be absolutely fucking terrified of giving China a live mic. Like they could not predict what she would be able to say. So like if she was just wanted to go off on a fucking spiel about Triple H fucking being a scumbag and fucking like all kinds of just like shit. It's like I was like just WWE did not want to deal with that. They were like, no, no, thank you. No, we can wait. I I think Sonny might be in. And yeah, Sonny did fucking hardcore pornography, so it's like, who gives a shit? Who cares if fucking China, like, again, who cares? Like, hell, fucking, like, if your daughter's fucking Google, like, just type in woman into fucking, like, Google, they're gonna just be fucking bombarded by fucking porn. Also, if they type in women wrestling, they're gonna be bombarded by fucking porn. Like, you can only shelter your fucking daughters for so long, Triple H, before fucking, they see a fucking dick going in somewhere. Like, that's, it's an inevitability. It's gonna happen. All right, we got like a minute left, so let's maybe think some final thoughts. Talked a lot about wrestling. So you wrestling with a dicks? I don't even know what that's. Also, this video, like I was like, should I was gonna like, I was like, let me name it All Around the World Edition because I'm probably gonna talk about Trump's foreign trip. Nope, 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 nope. We're just like I ended up talking about wrestling for the most of it. Weird. Anyways, that's it. We've done an hour. See you next time. Bye bye. Oh wait. I saw one last comment pop up. China was probably the only actual version of She-Hulk that we will get. Yeah. Also, Adam the Bester. Yeah, nah. Like, I don't think Triple H is afraid of like, again, like, it's not the vagina. It was not the vagina he was afraid of. It was, again, like, Triple H is, like, I'll say it, like, I kind of like the guy, but at the same time, he does, I do think the Triple H character is probably one of the more truer fucking, like, wrestling characters out there, which is probably why, like, I think a lot of Triple H's actual personality is in Triple H's character. So yeah. Triple H is not afraid of China's vagina. That is the note we will end this show on. See you later. Bye bye.